There, it's great. So we are going to start standing tonight, and we're going to start thinking about our alignment very first of all, and warming our feet up. So first thing we want to do, I'm going to line us up, and then we're going to do our feet, our mobilization of our feet. So we are going to, first of all, to have our feet hip distance apart. We're going to feel the big toe, little toe, heel, inside and outside of our feet on the floor. We're going to have our knees soft, and I'd like you all to look at your knees and check that your knees are directly in line with your second toe. So the toe next to your big toe. So nice, and then coming all the way up through to your hip flexors. So you've got this nice straight line all the way up through. So mine tend to go out the way. So don't look at mine because it's like a work in progress. Okay, then from there, we want to find our nice neutral pelvis. So again, you can use your hands or bend your knees, slide forwards and come up. Then after that, we're going to find that neutral rib cage. So if you need a little bit of guidance for your ribs, you can have your hands above your head, checking each direction and forwards and backwards, and then hands come down. Now, head and neck, we're listening to a conversation behind us, and this is super important. I had a client today and she was like, I don't know why I'm not getting any results from my apnea breath. And when she went to do the apnea breath, she did this. So it was you know, the head position is super important for engaging. What the head does, this neck position, as you lean back, as you think about pressing back and then lifting up with your head, you're actually starting to engage your abdominals down here, your rectus abdominis. Okay, so now we've sorted all that out. Nice relaxed shoulders. Now from here, keeping this beautiful alignment, we're going to come up onto our toes or the balls of our feet. And then we're going to come slowly back down again. And then we're going to come up again. And then come back down, breathing as you do it. You can inhale up or exhale up, it's up to you. Just trying to keep that alignment as you come up and then come back down. Good. Make sure your rib cage isn't moving. And then back down. And one more. And make sure you don't scrunch your toes. Keep those toes nice and soft and then slowly come back down. Perfect. Okay, so from here tonight, we're going to do a little bit of a warm up of our rib cage. So we're going to take some nice deep breaths in. We are going to do box breathing at the beginning because I'm going straight into transition. So I want to really warm up your rib cage. So we're going to do 3 nice slow breaths. Now we're going to do 4, 4, 4, 4. Inhaling for 4, pausing for 4, exhaling for 4. So hands around your rib cage. Ready to inhale all the way around. In, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Close your mouth and nose. Pause. Widen your ribs. Slowly towards the sides. Think about expanding behind you. Keep listening to that conversation behind you. Heels press into the floor as your head grows towards the ceiling. When you need to inhale, inhale here and exhale, release. Well done. So a little shoulder roll now in this position. Find keeping in your nice neutral spine though while we do it. And roll backwards and forwards. Perfect. And then we're going to look over our shoulder. So we'll take our head. We're going to look round over our shoulder. And then once we're there, you're going to use your eyes to look a little bit further. And then you're going to come back to the front. Then we're going to look over the other shoulder. And then use your eyes to get a little bit of extra stretch through that sternocleidomastoid and the trapezius, and then bring it back. And then we're going to nod our head down towards our chest, but we're thinking about lifting it away from our head as we nod it down. Away from our feet, I mean. And then we're going to come back to the center. And then we're just going to reach our chin up towards the ceiling. Just slowly. So we're really, you should feel a nice stretch in these sternocleidomastoid muscles at the front. And then come back to the front. Okay, first transition we're going to have a look at is the transition from Athena into hip hinge. So this is almost the simplest transition. So the first time we do it, so Athena is this position, internally rotated. Little balance point forward. Think about that alignment we just talked about. wide open shoulders. We're going to do 3 nice slow breaths here, then we're going to do an apnea here, and then we're going to inhale, exhale, and forward fold. So this is our first transition and the easiest way to do it. So 3 and 6 for our breathing today. Press out through your elbows, keep your shoulders nice and wide, even when you hip hinge. So ready to inhale, I'm going for it. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose, pause. Widen your ribs for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale here, exhale, shake these arms out. This time we're going to add our rock back. So we're going to inhale, open up, rock back. Exhale, come forwards, keeping that stretch from the heels to the crown of the head. Then we're going to perform our apnea, and during our apnea, we're going to forward fold. So you're going to start with the apnea, keep the apnea coming, keep thinking about the head reaching away, the ribcage widening as you come into your hip hinge position. Okay, let's go for it. Internal rotation, little balance point forward, ready to inhale and rock back. In, 2, 3, back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, reach through these hands. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose, pause. Widen your ribs. As you widen your ribs, shut that drawer with your bum. Lengthen the crown of your head away from your sacrum. Hands come towards the tops of your thighs. Press into your thighs lightly. Wide open shoulders, wide open, pressing through your elbows. When you need to inhale, inhale here, and exhale, come back up. Well done. Okay, so our next transition, we're going to do the Hera pose. So this was a pose that we were looking at yesterday. So we're going to start up here. When we do our 3 breaths, we're going to inhale in position. As we exhale, we're going to curl our neck. Now, we're not thinking about taking our chin to our chest. We're thinking about reaching our head away and curling around as if we've got a little ball underneath our chin. Then we're going to inhale here. Exhale, curl our thoracic spine. So again, keeping the shoulders nice and wide, pressing out through your elbows, and we're curling the neck and the thoracic. Then inhale, exhale. We're going to curl the lumbar. Looking for your belly button with your eyes is a great cue for your neck here. Taking your head towards your heels. Hands will be on the tops of your thighs. Shoulders wide. Press out through your elbows. And then we're going to do an apnea here. Okay. So this is called Hera, this pose. Let's do it. Are you all ready? Let's begin. Ready to inhale. In, 2, 3, curl. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, curl your thoracic. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, curl your lumbar. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose. Pause. Widen your ribs for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale here and exhale, come back up. So we need to be able to get from here to the floor. So we're going to do it from our Artemis first, from our hip hinge first. So we're going to do our 3 breaths, rocking back into starting position, apnea, forward fold. Then we are going to inhale, and as we exhale, just put 1 foot behind us, and then inhale, exhale, put the 2nd foot behind us. Inhale, exhale, hands internally rotated, and apnea here. Okay, so this is the easiest way to get to the floor, she says. Okay, internally rotate, press out through your elbows, little balance point forward, lengthen through that spine, ready to inhale and rock back. In, 2, 3, back, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, back, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, back, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose, pause. Widen your ribs. As you widen your ribs, coming into your hip hinge position, holding, holding, holding. And then we're going to inhale here, take a nice inhale in. Exhale, take one foot behind you. Inhale. Exhale, take the other foot behind you. Inhale, find your position, open through your hip flexors, internally rotate your hands as you exhale, close your mouth and nose, and slowly widen your ribs. Keep looking straight ahead, try not to look down. We very habitually do this as women, looking down. Keep those heads high, ladies. When we need to inhale, inhale here, and exhale, release. Okay, so now we know what we're doing. We're going to do that again because everybody's a bit like, oh, where's she taking me? So we're going to do that again. So intern, and then we're going to do a more complicated one. But for those of you that don't want to do the more complicated one, you're just going to stay with this one. Internally rotate, little balance point forward, knees are soft, lengthen through your spine. Let's begin. In, 2, 3, back, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, back, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, back, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose, pause, widen your ribs and hip hinge for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, step back with one foot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, step back with the other. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Find your pose. 2, 3. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose. Pause. Widen your ribs for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale here and exhale, release. Okay, so you can repeat that one to get you down, or you can do the other one. I'll see what happens with my arm. I might just end up falling on my face. So we are going to do exactly the same. Everybody's going to do the same to start with. 3 breaths, apnea, forward fold. Then we're going to inhale. And as we exhale, if you'd like to, you are going to bring your hands down towards the tops of your ankles. And then we're going to inhale, exhale, place your hands out in front of you. Inhale, exhale, up into our upright kneeling position. Okay, so we're going to do it through the breath holds. Breaths rather than breath hold. Are we all ready? So you can choose to do that reach forward one or just do the step backs. It's entirely up to you. Internally rotate, little balance point forward. Let's begin. In, 2, 3, back, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, back, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, back, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose, pause, widen your ribs, shut that drawer with your bum for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, slide your hands down and curl. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, reach out and drop your knees. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming up, in, 2, 3, out, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose, pause. Widen your ribs for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale here, exhale, release. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next transition now, so we can stop going from up and down and make everybody dizzy. So we're going to go from this position here into our Gaia. We all know this one. So this is one we've done before. So we're just going to roll with it. We're going to start here Upright, feeling that opening through the hip flexors, pressing your heels away, opening through your shoulder girdle. As we inhale, we're going to sit back. As we exhale, we're going to come up. And then we're going to inhale, sit back, exhale, curl over, inhale into our back, exhale into our neutral spine. Apnea. Okay, this is like my favorite transition. I really like this one. Press back with your heels, internally rotate your hands. Ready to inhale. Sit back, 2, 3, forward, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit back, 2, 3, curl down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe into your back, 2, 3, neutral spine, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose, pause. Widen your ribs for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale here. So the next transition that we're going to do is coming down into the next position, which is Maya, into this one. So we're going to do this, we're going to add some funky stuff to this one though. So as we inhale, we're going to draw back with our sit bones, keeping our spine neutral. As we exhale, we're going to come forwards. We're going to do our 3 nice slow breaths like that, and then we're going to do our apnea. And as we open our rib cage, we're going to slowly come down, holding that rib opening into our Maya position. Important thing to remember is your head position. As you come into Maya, make sure you're looking back towards your knees. Let's go for it, yeah? So, gaze down towards your hands, lengthen through your spine, press your heels away, press out through your elbows. Ready to inhale and rock back. In, 2, 3, forward, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, forward, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, forward, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose, pause. Start widening your ribs for 10, coming down, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice poses, good. Now from here, we're going to do the rock back again, and during the apnea, we're going to come into our lowest pose. So remember which way you want your hands. Remember if you want to bring your fingertips together and then pull them down in line with your elbows, or whether you want to put your fingertips together and press your elbows out towards the sides. Those are your 2 choices. Let's begin with this beautiful rock back. Push back with your hands, pull forward with your arms, ready to inhale. In, 2, 3, back, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, back, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, back, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose, pause, widen your ribs. As your rib cage widens, coming down into your lower position, hopefully feeling that intensify a little. Hold until you need to inhale here. And when you need to inhale, inhale in position and exhale, release. Okay, the next bit's going to take a little bit of explanation. So we're going to transition from there into sitting. So there are 3 choices here. The first choice is the easiest one. And that's all you're going to do. It's when we start mucking about with knees and feet and everything else. So this is for everybody that needs a total regression. So if you've got anything going on with your knees or anything like that, this is the one for you. So you finish here, then you're going to inhale, and as you exhale, you're going to take the next 3 breaths to come back with your hands, back into a sitting position and find it. That's it. Simple, simple, simple. For everybody else, we're going to do a bit more of a funky move. And we've got 2 choices here for your legs. So from this position, whichever one you're in, we're going to inhale. Let's do it together slowly, and I'll give you the idea for your knees. You can just go, I hate you, Abby, or not. Okay, so we're going to take a nice deep breath here, inhaling. So we just finished our last apnea. So we're inhaling in position. So big inhale in. As we exhale, you're going to cross your feet together behind you at the ankles. Then you're going to inhale, and as you inhale, you're going to press yourself back into what looks like child's pose. Then you're going to inhale, place your hands next to your knees. And then as you exhale, you're going to press through your hands and pop yourself over into a sitting position. Good. Now, if that's too much for your knees, the other way that you can do it, which we'll all do just now as well, we'll have a shot the other way. So this time, we're going to do the same thing, and I'll give you different directions. So we're back in this position here, pressing our heels away, lengthening through our spine. Take a nice deep breath in, inhaling. As you exhale, you're going to slide your feet over to one side. Then inhale, sitting back into like a sideways child pose. Inhale, place your hands next to your knees, and this time just put your bum on the floor and bring your legs round. Ta-da! So hopefully one of those works for you. So you're going to pick which one it is, and we're going to start doing our 3 breaths in the lower position and go from there. Actually, do you know what? We're going to start in the second to lowest position so we can just run through them all. All good? Let's do that. So we're going to come into our Maya position here. So you want elbows directly underneath your shoulders, knees directly underneath your hips. Press your heels away, eyes back towards your knees a little bit. Lengthen, make sure your bra strap is in line with the rest of your body. Good. Good. Alfie, come forward a bit with your hips. You're quite far back with your hips. Bring your hips a wee bit further forward. Yes, much better. And your arms a little bit further forward. Yeah, now put your shoulders over your elbows. Yes. Yes, nice. Yes, nicer. Good. Good. Okay, so we're going to do the rock back here. Ready to inhale and press back. In, 2, 3, back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose. Pause. Widen your ribs, bringing yourself into your lower position for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3. Cross your feet or slide them out towards the side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push back to child's pose. 2, 3. Out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands beside your knees. 2, 3. Pop over. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose. Pause. Widen your ribs for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done, everybody that managed to get there. Everybody else, it's a really tricky transition. It's a proper tricky one. So let's come to our sitting position and have a look at that. So from sitting, we're just going to sit today. We're going to do a sitting pose to finish up possibly. We'll see how we go. So we're going to have our sit right on our sit bones. You can have your legs out in front of you in a diamond shape. Pick which one's most comfortable for you. Dorsiflex your feet. If we're sitting cross-legged, we're thinking about drawing our heels past each other. Good. If you're sitting with your legs out in front, you're thinking about drawing your heels back towards each other. So hands internally rotated to begin here. We're going to do our 3 nice slow breaths. During our apnea breath, we're going to bring one of our hands up and we're going to open it to the side. So we've got this side contracted and this side lengthened. It's a bit more complicated than that, but that's good enough. So hands here, lengthen, gaze towards your horizon. Make sure your rib cage is lined up with your pelvis. Let's begin. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose. Pause. Widen your ribs and move one hand up for 10, 9, 8, 7. Palm face forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale here and exhale, bring it back down. Same thing, other side. Ready to inhale. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose. Pause. Widen your ribs. Bring your other hand up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale here. Exhale, bring the hands back down. Both hands at the same time this time. Ready to inhale. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your mouth and nose. Pause. Widen your ribs as you press your hands up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale here, exhale, release. Well done. So we're going to just do a little bit of ankle mobility to finish this evening. And I'll just let you know tomorrow morning is supine since we're not here on Friday. So legs are going to be up in the air and you are going to write your name with your toes in the air. So this is to create better mobility in our ankles. So if you've got a short version of your name, you've got to use a longer version. So Jill, you'd be Gillian, yeah? And I will not cheat either. So make sure that you're doing the long version of your name. So I've got to do an Abigail, which goes on forever. Good. And then you're going to write it backwards. So you're going to go the other way. So make sure if you've gone up one side and down, you're going to go the other way. So this time I'm going to go up that side. That's where it gets really complicated, doing your B's the other way, I's, G's, good. That's where it becomes a brain exercise. And then swap and do the same thing on the other foot. So exactly the same. So you want to start writing it the right way around and then write the letters backwards the second time. Good. And my toes are already getting cramp on this side. So that's just how much I need this. Jill, you're right at the end of the session. It starts at 7 now.
At least I made it.
Yeah, you'd have been on time tonight as well. I'll send you the recording. Tomorrow morning's at 7 a.m, yeah?
Okay, cool. Right, yeah. I'll do that then. Sorry.
We're just about to end. It's lovely to see you though. Good. Okay.